on the corner of Broadway and 2nd. This used to be Turkey Joint West. Ray, along with his brothers, had a residency at the Turkey Joint West called Rick and the Ravens, because it was Ray, Screamin' Ray Daniels, along with Rick Manzarek and Jim Manzarek. They had that residency here, 65, 66, maybe even a little bit before that, because this was before the Doors were formed. So this may have been early 1965 that Rick and the Ravens played here. And Ray's film buddies would always come down here and watch, including Jim. And Jim heckled Rick and the Ravens and kept screaming, "Play Louie Louie, play Louie Louie." So Screamin' Ray Daniels, Mr. Manzarek, invited him up on stage, and that was the first time that Ray Manzarek and Jim Morrison ever performed music together on stage. So this was, a very brief venue. In 1967, it was reopened under a new ownership as Garrison's, which featured live bands and go-go dancers. In 68, it changed hands once again and became the club the Broadway West, which closed its doors in 1973. At that point, it reopened as the vintage clothing store out of the past. Sadly, the building was demolished in the late 1980s, and now Wells Fargo sits here on the corner of Broadway and 2nd Street, which used to be 130 Turkey Joint West. And Dorothy Fujikawa would always joke, "Is there a Turkey Joint East?" But that was the place where Jim Morrison first performed live on stage singing "Louie Louie." So now we are going to head to the Santa Monica Pier in the Pacific Ocean. Let's go.